Let's talk about the decision tree analysis in this video. This chart shows everyone an example of a decision tree. We have a lot of bubbles in this chart, and the bubbles resemble an upside down tree shape. That's why we call this analysis decision tree analysis. We call all the bubbles nodes, N-O-D-E. And we give different terminologies to represent different nodes. Later in this video, I will teach everyone how to interpret the result and data in each node. But at this moment, I want you to remember some general terminologies to represent different types of nodes. On the very top, we just have one bubble, one node. We call this a root node. The data in a root node represent a summary of your original data set. And then at the bottom, we have several nodes. We call them leaf nodes. They also represent different data results. Later, I will show you what this data represent. In the middle, we call all the nodes, all the bubbles in the middle, internal node. Just remember the general terminologies at this moment. Next, I want to talk about the data set I will be using for this analysis. I'm going to use this data set for decision tree analysis. You can download this data set from the description of this video. I'm going to use a customer's incomes, how many times the customer visits gyms every week, which state the customer comes from, the hours the customer spent in the mobile app, to predict how likely the customer to pay for additional service provided by this mobile app. What is the probability for this customer to become a paying customer? This is the data set, and I'm going to use decision tree model to predict the probability of a customer becoming a paying customer. We will be using two external packages, rpart.plot, to perform the decision tree analysis in R. Because they are third-party packages, before we are able to use them, we have to install the third-party packages. Let's install them one by one. First, rpart. Let's make a copy and then paste it into the R software. Let's choose a mirror site. Let's choose USAUT. You can actually choose any mirror site, but I'm just using USAUT. If you cannot find the UT in your software, you can choose USATN, USAOR, any mirror site you like. Okay, it's ready. Next, let's install rpart.plot. Let's make a copy. Okay, very good. It's ready to use. Next, let's perform the analysis. Remember, before you use third-party package, you must use a library to start it first. Let's copy the code. The code is pretty easy. It's very straightforward, so I will let you read this code by yourself at home. Let's make a copy. Now the decision tree chart is ready. Let's talk about how to interpret the data inside of a decision tree. I'm going to use an example. Let's use the dark green leaf node at the bottom as the example. I'm talking about this one. At the top, we have yes. At the bottom, we have a 0.10 and 0.90. What do they mean? Don't forget our research question. We want to answer two questions. One, whether a customer would like to be a paying customer. Two, what is the probability for a customer to be a paying customer? To answer these two questions, let's use the dark green leaf node. Suppose we have a new customer. He is classified into this dark green leaf node. Will he become a paying customer? According to the information inside of this node, the answer is yes, he is most likely to be a paying customer. What about the two numbers at the bottom, 0.10 and 0.90? Remember, the larger one always represents the probability for the most likely scenario to happen. Since, according to analysis, we said he is most likely to be a paying customer, so the larger one, which is 0.90, represents the probability for the most likely scenario to happen. In conclusion, if a customer is classified into this dark green leaf node, he is 90% to be a paying customer. What about 0.10? What does this mean? That represents the probability for the least scenario to happen if a customer is classified into this node. If a customer is most likely to be a paying customer, the least scenario is no, he's not going to be a paying customer. Then of course you know, if a customer is classified into this node, he is 10% to be a not paying customer. Let me give you another example. Let's look at the one in the middle, the dark blue leaf node in the middle. The answer is no, and we have a 0.89 and 0.11. If a customer is classified into this dark blue node in the middle, he is most likely to be a non-paying customer. What is the probability for him to be a non-paying customer? We select the larger one, 0.89. That means if a customer is classified into the dark blue node at the bottom, he is 89% to become a non-paying customer. Do you remember at the beginning of this video, I said the root node represents the summary of your original data set. So here it is. We have a no, right? What does this mean? That means we don't perform any decision tree analysis. Just look at your original data set. Most customers are not paying. The most likely scenario in your data set is no. Most of them are not paying. And 72% customers are not paying. The next question is how a decision tree classifies a customer into different nodes. It uses decision questions. As you can see here, my tree uses two questions. Whether a customer makes less than 95K a year and whether he's from the state of New York. And also next to incomes less than 95, you can see two smaller rectangles. They also have yes and no. Remember, these two smaller yes and no do not represent whether a customer will be a paying customer. They represent the direction you should go if the answer to each decision question is a yes and a no. Let me give you an example. Let's say I have a customer who makes 60K a year. So the answer to incomes less than 95 is a yes or a no. He's only makes 60K. So obviously it's less than 95K, right? According to the small yes next to incomes less than 95K question, we should go to the left side of the decision tree. Since he's making only 60K, the answer to incomes less than 95 is a yes. We should go to the left side of the decision tree. Let's see if we have another customer. He makes 150K a year. The answer to incomes less than 95 is a no. according to this small node, we should go to the right side of the decision tree. Let me give you another example. Let's say I have a customer who's exactly from the state of New York. The answer to state equals New York, NY, is a yes. So according to this small yes, we should go to the left side of the decision tree. So eventually, this New York customer will be classified into the dark blue leaf node in the middle. Let's say we have another customer. He's from Texas. And then according to the small node, we should go to the dark blue node, leaf node. Also notice that the incomes question is above state question. That means if we get a customer's information, we must answer the incomes question first. Then we ask him where he's from, the state question. Let me give you an example. Let's say a customer makes about 50K a year, and he's from Texas. Let's classify this customer according to the tree. He's only making 50K. Obviously, he's making less than 95K a year, right? So according to this small yes, he should be classified into the left side of the tree. And as you can see, on the left side, we only have one light blue leaf node. He goes directly to the node on the left. And since he's classified into this node, he is most likely to be a non-paying customer, because the answer in this node is no. What is the probability for him to be a non-paying customer? 87%. In this case, we can ignore the second question because we will not go to the second question. The answer to the first question classifies this customer directly on the left side. We no longer need the second question to further classify him. Let me give you another example. Let's say we have a customer, he's making 200K, let's see. Suppose, right? Who can make 200K? That will be great. And then he's from West Virginia. Since he's making 200K, the answer to incomes less than 95K is a no. He will be classified to the right side of the tree. He will be classified into the internal node first. And then he's from West Virginia. The answer to state equals NY is no. So he will be classified further down to the dark green leaf node. In this case, he is most likely to be a paying customer, and he's 90% to be a paying customer. This is how you interpret a decision tree.